Hello students, good morning. You are welcome in the lecture number 18 of a chapter of chemical thermodynamics. In the last lecture, we have completed the concept of spontaneity on the basis of enthalpy change, entropy change and Gibbs free energy change. Then we have seen the relation between Gibbs function and equilibrium constant. Some of the numericals already we have taken, and now in this lecture we are supposed to take the numerical examples. And let us start with problem number 16. Example number 16 in your book. The problem is calculate the work done during synthesis of NH3 in which volume changes from 8.0 decimeter cube to 4.0 decimeter cube at constant external pressure of 43 bar. In what direction the work energy flows? Here the change in volume is given. During the synthesis of ammonia, they have given a change in volume from 8 decimeter cube to 4 decimeter cube. Means volume decreases. As volume decreases, is it a process of compression or is it a process of expansion? It is a process of compression, because 8 decimeter cube volume becomes 4 decimeter cube. So this is the process of compression, and we know that during the process of compression, work is done on the system. Work is done from surrounding to the system. So it is a flow of energy. See here, in what direction the work energy flows? It is compression. So that is work done by surrounding to the system. So there is a flow of work energy take place from surrounding to the system. Now the point is here, we have to calculate the work done where change in volume and constant pressure 43 bar is given. See, write the given data for the problem. Given data: initial volume V1, final volume V2. Initial is 8.0 decimeter cube, finally 4.0 decimeter cube, and the pressure, external pressure P external is given. It is equal to 43 bar. So from this data we can calculate the work done during this process of compression, and we know that work done dW can be calculated using formula minus P external into delta V, or it is dW is equal to minus P external. What is delta V? Delta V is nothing but change in volume, initial volume to final volume, means V2 minus V1. This is a change in volume. Now directly substitute the values. Work done dW is equal to minus P external is 43 bar or 43 atmosphere. V2 minus V1. V2 is 4 decimeter cube. V1 is 8 decimeter cube. So dW will be equal to, this is minus, this is also minus, minus 43 into minus 4. Minus minus plus, therefore work done dW will be equal to 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, plus 1 17, means plus 172 liter atmosphere or liter bar. But here they have given the answer in kilojoule, therefore we must have to convert liter atmosphere into the joules and then kilojoule, because in your book they have given the answer in kilojoule. So convert liter atmosphere to joule and then to the kilojoule. So for that purpose we know 1 liter atmosphere will be equal to 101.32 joule. Here we have 172 liter atmosphere. 172 liter atmosphere will be equal to how many joules? So multiply it. This work done in joule, x joule will be equal to x answer will be equal to 172 multiplied by 101.32, and whenever this multiplication is done, this answer comes to be equal to, if we multiply this answer comes to be equal to 172 almost 0. See, if you consider this as 100, so 172 multiplied by 100 almost equal to 17200 joule, and convert it in the kilojoule. This is divided by 1000, therefore x will be equal to 17.200 kilojoule. See here, simple calculation I have performed. If we consider this as 172 multiplied by 100, it is 17200 joule, as answer is given in kilojoule. Therefore again this we have to divide by 1000, because 1 kilojoule is equal to 1000 joules. So if this is divided by 1000, we will get the answer x is equal to 7.2 kilojoule, and this is nothing but the work done, work of compression, because it is a positive. We are getting the positive answer. Therefore this is work of compression, because volume changes from 8 decimeter cube to 4 decimeter cube. Volume decreases. This is compression process, and during compression we know what is the direction of work done from surrounding to system. So this is the solution of problem number 16. Now let us see problem number 9. Now let us see problem number 9. What is this problem? 1 mole of an ideal gas is compressed from 500 centimeter cube. This is a 500 centimeter cube against a constant external pressure of 1.2 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. The work done in the process is 36 joule. Calculate the final volume. What is it? 1 mole of an ideal gas is compressed from 500 centimeter cube against a constant external pressure of 1.2 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. The work done in this process is 36 joule. Calculate the final volume. See what is the data given. For this, the given data is they have given from 500 centimeter cube, means that is the initial volume V1. What is it? 500 centimeter cube. We have to calculate the final volume, means V2 is equal to question mark, and they have given external pressure, constant external pressure 1.2 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal, that is 1.2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. So external pressure will be equal to 1.2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Now the important fact, we must know that the units should be SI. All the units must be in same format. This is SI unit, but this is not SI. We have to convert centimeter cube to the meter cube, not decimeter cube, to the meter cube. Therefore this is multiplied by 10 raised to minus 6. Now it will be meter cube, and therefore V2 also we will get in meter cube, and finally that we can convert into the centimeter cube because V1 is given in centimeter cube. Now let us see the solution. Here constant external pressure is given. The process is simply irreversible. Therefore dW will be equal to minus P external into delta V. Delta V means V2 minus V1. V1 is given and V2 we have to calculate. So how this formula we can write? We can simply also write as dW divided by P external is equal to minus V2 minus V1. So let us solve this part. What is dW? Work done obtained in this process, dW is 36 joule in the same unit, SI unit. So dW is 36 divided by external pressure 1.2 into 10 raised to 5. 1.2 multiplied by 10 raised to 5. It is equal to minus V2 plus V1. Minus V2 and minus plus V1. Solving this, 36 divided by 12. Now this will become 10 raised to 4 because I have taken one decimal on right side. It is equal to minus V2. This we have to calculate plus V1. V1 is given 500 into 10 raised to minus 6. This is 500 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter cube. Now solving this will be 3 into 10 raised to minus 4. This is 3 into 10 raised to minus 4 is equal to minus V2 plus 500 into 10 raised to minus 6. This factor we are taking on left side. So what it becomes? That become plus will become now minus. So minus 500 into 10 raised to minus 6. Then into, this is plus 3 into 10 raised to minus 4 will be equal to minus V2. Now this part we have to solve. This is minus 4. So also prepare this as a minus 4 common. If this will be minus 4, it can be written as minus 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 plus 3 into 10 raised to minus 4 will be equal to minus V2. See, this part is important. 500 into 10 raised to minus 6. I have written as 5 into 10 raised to minus 4. 2 decimal on left side. So minus 4. Now minus 5 and plus 3. What is that answer? dW will be equal to, this is over here, minus 5 and plus 3. That is minus 2 into 10 raised to 4 common. 10 raised to minus 4 common. So it is minus 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 common will be equal to minus V2. Both sides will have a negative sign. Therefore V2 will be equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter cube. This is the answer we are getting in meter cube. Now that meter cube, V1 initially they have given in the centimeter cube. For simplicity, for solving the problem, this centimeter cube we have converted into meter cube. But answer of V2 they have given in centimeter cube and we are getting in the meter cube. So again convert V2 from meter cube into centimeter cube. Therefore, this is multiplied by 2 into 10 raised to minus 4. This is meter cube. This is multiplied by 10 raised to 6. Now in the centimeter cube. So V2 will be equal to now 2 into 10 raised to 2 centimeter cube, or it is 2 into 10 raised to 2 means 200 centimeter cube. This is the final answer of final Hall loan. So how to solve this type of problem? They have given initial Hall loan in centimeter cube, but they have given external pressure in SI unit, work done in SI unit. Therefore, V1 we also have to convert into the SI unit. Therefore, multiplied by 10 raised to minus 6. So centimeter cube become meter cube. Then substitute the value of dW and P external and solve this problem in a systematic manner. We have to do the calculations in a very particular manner. So do proper calculations, correct calculations, so that there will be no mistakes while solving. Finally, answer we are getting in the meter cube, but they have given in the centimeter cube. So again convert meter cube to the centimeter cube by multiplying it by a factor of 10 raised to 6, and finally we will get the correct answer. V2 is equal to 200 centimeter cube. V2 final answer will be 200 centimeter cube. Now let us see problem number 11. Now see problem number 11. Calculate the work done in decomposition of 132 gram of ammonium nitrate at 100 degrees Celsius by this reaction. This is the reaction given, and for this reaction we have to calculate the work done, and then we have to find out whether work is done on the system or by the system. On the system means compression, by the system means expansion, and we know if the answer of work done comes to be positive, it is the work done by surrounding to the system, and if the answer is negative, that is the work done by system to the surrounding, because that is expansion. So here we have to calculate the work done during a chemical reaction, for which they have given the data, and given data is reaction they have given, then mass of ammonium nitrate, mass of ammonium nitrate they have given, it is equal to 132 gram, and the temperature is given 100 degrees Celsius. During the chemical reaction, we know that how to calculate the work done during chemical reaction. What is that formula? dW will be equal to minus delta nRT, minus delta nRT, where what is delta n? It is equal to N2, that is number of moles of product in a gaseous state, minus N1, number of moles of reactant in the gaseous state. Gaseous product moles minus gaseous reactant moles will gives us the value of delta n. So what is delta n? From this reaction 1 plus 2, n2 is nothing but 3. So delta n will be equal to n2 is 3 minus n1 in gaseous state. This is solid. Solid is not taken into consideration. So n1 is 0. Therefore delta n is 3. We know the value of R. R is always constant. In joule, 8.314 joule per degree Kelvin per mole. It is constant. Temperature is 100 degrees Celsius plus 273 in the Kelvin now. And now substituting values, dW is equal to minus delta n is 3, R is 8.314, temperature 100 plus 273, so that is 373 Kelvin. This is the substitution. Now is this answer will be negative or positive? It is negative, because here the sign is only once negative. So minus 3 into 8 into 373. What is the answer approximately? Approximately, if we consider 400 into 8, 3200, 3200 into 3, 9000. Almost the answer will be equal to 9000. And if we solve this correctly, if we solve the answer correctly, how to solve this? Log of 3 plus log of 8.314 plus log of 373. Do the summation and then antilog, so that you will get the final answer. dW is equal to minus, the answer will be for this minus 9303. The correct answer over here is minus 9303.4 Joule. If we solve this by taking the log and antilog, you will get this answer. That is the work done in Joule. Now they have asked to calculate the work done not for this reaction. We have calculated the work done for this reaction, because delta n we have taken 3 for this reaction. In this reaction, they have taken 1 mole of ammonium nitrate. Means how many gram of ammonium nitrate they have taken? Ammonium nitrate 1 mole. 2 nitrogen atoms 28 plus 4 hydrogen atom 4, 3 oxygen 48. So this is equal to 80. Means this is the work done for 80 gram of ammonium nitrate, and they have asked to calculate the work done for 132 gram of ammonium nitrate. So we have to do the cross multiplication. 80 gram of ammonium nitrate will be equal to minus 9030. Is it? What is the answer? 9303.4 Joule for 80 gram. And they have asked it to calculate for 132 gram of ammonium nitrate, NH4NO3 is equal to how much? Let us consider this as X. Doing the cross multiplication, we can find the value of X. So X into 80 will be equal to minus 9303.4 divided by, multiplied by 132, and 80 taken on right side. This will be 80 over here, so that this 80 can be now cancelled. So X, doing cross multiplication, will be minus 9303.4 into 132 divided by 80. Why this cross multiplication I have taken? Because this is the answer of dW we have calculated for this reaction, and in this reaction how many ammonium nitrate is used? It is 80 gram. So for 80 gram, this is the work of expansion in Joule, and they have asked to calculate work done for 132 gram. Therefore 80 gram is equal to this one, 132 gram is equal to X. Doing cross multiplication in this manner, we will get the answer of X, and that is equal to minus 15.350 Joule. This is the answer we are getting, but they have given the answer in kilojoule in our book. Therefore finally convert this to kilojoule minus 15.350 kilojoule. How to solve this? Log of this term plus log of this term minus log of this term and then anti-log. You know how to solve this. Summation of log here minus this one log and then anti-log. We will get this answer in joule. But in your book they have given the kilojoule, answer in kilojoule. So this is divided by 1000. So it is equal to minus 15.350 kilojoule. Remember here one important thing. In your book they have given the answer minus 18.6 x. They have given minus 18.6 kilojoule. But this is wrong answer. This is wrong answer. We are getting the correct answer minus 15.350. So don't consider the answer from your book, that is wrongly interpreted. So this is about the solution of problem number 11. Now let us see one more problem, that is problem number 10. Let us see problem number 10. So this is the problem number 10 now. Calculate the maximum work done when 24 gram of oxygen are expanded isothermally and reversibly from 1.6 bar pressure to 1 bar pressure at 298 Kelvin. Before this, just now we have studied in problem number 11, we are getting the negative answer. Negative answer. So is that process of compression or expansion? That is the process of expansion. Therefore, what is the last question over there? They have also asked, state whether work is done on the system or by the system. We are getting negative answer. So is it work done by surrounding to system or system to surrounding? That is the work done by system to surrounding, because that is expansion process. So that is the work done by the system to the surrounding. So depending on the sign of answer, we can also have to identify whether work is done by system to surrounding or surrounding to system. Here also they have given the expansion process. Now whether you are getting the positive answer or negative answer, we must get negative answer, because it is the process of expansion. Now process is not irreversible. This is isothermal and reversible, and we have to calculate the maximum work, for which they have given the data. The data given is, for this problem they have given mass of oxygen, mass of O2 gas, they have given 24 gram. We know number of moles, therefore number of moles of oxygen will be, what is it? It is the mass of oxygen divided by molar mass of oxygen, that is 24 divided by 32, or it is 0.75. We must know how to calculate the number of moles. They have not given number of moles. They have given mass of oxygen in gram. So mass in gram divided by molar mass. Molar mass of oxygen is not 8. That is not 16. That we have to consider as 32. 24 divided by 32 means 3 upon 4, that is 0.75. Then they have given isothermal and reversible process of expansion, where initial pressure 1.6 bar or atmosphere to final pressure 1 bar at temperature directly given in Kelvin 298 Kelvin, and we know the value of R 8.314 joule per degree Kelvin per mole, that is the value of R. So using this data we have to calculate the maximum work done. So during reversible isothermal process, we know that equation of W max will be equal to minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10. Either we have to use final volume upon initial volume or initial pressure upon final pressure. They have given the change in pressure, therefore we have to use the equation according to Boyle's law. P2 upon V1 is replaced by P1 upon P2. No matter about the unit of P1 and P2, they must be same. P1 and P2 must have same unit, but these units have nothing to do with the unit of R or T because the unit is cancelled with each other. Directly we can substitute the value. So W max is equal to minus 2.303, N is 0.75, R is 8.314, temperature 298 Kelvin, log to the base 10 of initial pressure 1.6 bar divided by final pressure 1 bar. 1.6 divided by 1. See, first of all we have to solve only this factor, only solve the logarithmic term. Don't mix that with this one. First of all complete this solution, therefore W max will be equal to minus 2.303 into 0.75 into 8.314 into 298 multiplied by log to the base 10 of 1.6, because 1.6 divided by 1 that is equal to 1.6. So see the log of 1.6. Therefore we have equation W max is equal to minus 2.303 into 0.75 into 8.314 into 298 multiplied by log of this term characteristic is 0 and the log of 16 is equal to, see here the log of 16 is 2041. What I have done, I have solved only this bracket first. Now this is minus, plus, 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 this is also plus. So what is our answer? Is it plus or minus? Minus. It is the minus only once, therefore answer is minus. If it is 2 times minus, answer is plus. 3 times minus, answer is minus. 4 times minus, answer is plus, like that. Since negative sign is given only once, therefore the final answer W max will be minus. And now how to solve this? For solution of this, we have to take log of this term plus log of this plus log of this term plus log plus log. See, we have to see the log of all terms. Therefore keep it in mind. We have seen the log of 1.6 because this log we have to cancel. Now we have to do the multiplication. Therefore again see log of all these terms. So sign is minus, but log of 2.303 plus log of 0.75 plus log of 8.314 plus log of 298 plus log of 0.2041. We have to see the log of all these terms that is added, and the addition, suppose if it is x, sign is minus, then we have to see the anti-log of x, so that we will get the final answer, and the final answer of W max is minus. If you solve this, see the log of all terms, summation, then anti-log, you will get the correct answer of W max, and that is equal to minus 873.4 joule. This is minus 873.4 joule, you should get the correct answer. If you see the correct log, summation and antilog properly, you will get this type of the answer. This is correct answer because negative means the process is expansion. For the process of expansion, it is the work done by system to surrounding. Therefore, we must get the negative answer, and that is getting over here. So this is how the problems based on maximum work calculation can be solved. In one more lecture, we are taking problems on the basis of spontaneity and enthalpy change.